Alright guys, this is the second vlog to the New Zealand trip. Just going to go over one of the bags, one of my carry-on. Real cheap Stony Creek bag. This will be going in one of the checked baggage. So I'm going to do this now. There's going to be a little bit of change to this, but primarily this is how it's going to be run. I'm using little master locks for the zips, and now this stuff's going to be pretty miscellaneous stuff that's can get thrown around and it's not going to cause any damage to any of the gear. You know, I've got a seating pad, Couture gaiters, my Hilleberg tent. This is a two-person yarn too, so that's it. The poles are going to be in the other pelican case. Sorry guys, my dog's got the worst snoring. He's yeah. Anyway, I'll go back over it. So Hilleberg tent, which I just went. I've got a X-Ped, this is the winter one, X-Ped down, LW, I think it's like an 8 rating, really high temperature rating on that. Rain gear, I've got some Rab. These actually still are the PFAS ones. They're not too old, I did find them on sale a few years ago. There's some Rab real lightweight rain gear. This is a Sitka, their Sitka Core rain jacket. Also contains PFAS, guys. If you don't aware, a lot of these companies have banned PFAS in their production now. It's a life chemical, but that is the primary reason why all the rain gear lasts really a long time. Now, we'll go over this as a set. This is the other locked that needs to be separate from the rifle. If you're flying with Air New Zealand, they require your ammo bolt to be separate case than your rifle. Okay. This is some puffy pants from Sword. This is their Primaloft core. Silica core thermal layer, so this will be static. This is the only other pair of pants I'm bringing up on the mountain. This is my mid layer. This is a Earthsea Sky Alpha jacket. This has got the internal Alpha fleece, which is very breathable with a breathable outer shell. I love this thing. I wore it 2 weeks ago for 5 days in the Victoria High Country, and that was my main active layer under over the top of a base layer. Guys, I just say again, sorry, this is the check. This is one of the checked ones going underneath the place. Check that. This is a Mott's sleeping bag. This is a down. This is about the only down I'm bringing in New Zealand. This is a Highlander. I've had it for years. It's it does the job. It is a -10 Hydronaut, DWR loft, all that kind of jazz. I double up with this when I get cold. I wear the puffy pants and wear a good static layer on top, and that will get me down pretty cold. I was in -5 a few years ago in the Victoria stuff, and they've done a really good job. This is my main base layer. Another Sitka Merino. This is the 120. Did notice a fair bit of difference. I wore this for 5 days again 2 weeks ago. I did notice that this didn't smell. Like, we had weather up to 18 degrees, and this is a great UV protection and thermal layer. I really like the merino as a base layer and your main t-shirt being merino if you're going to be doing some active, stops that bacteria smell. These are another one I'm trying. These are the Briny made in Norway. These are a thermal pant with like basically netting running through it. I did wear these a couple mornings just to try it out. Very nice as a active / static layer. That is also merino wool as well. That's your leggings. Other than that, that's the blow up for the mattress, which I'll be using that. I am taking my Summit down pillow. This is a regular. I would say just go a bloody large. Don't even worry about the regular. What you're saving is doesn't even matter. So this is a regular, guys. Go to large. Not that I have issues with it. It's just why not go a large when you sleep means a lot to me in the backcountry. This trip we're taking some 6mm. Actually, this is 7mm climbing rope. This is non-static. This is just going to help if we're going to lower our bags down in some of the areas we're going can get a bit cliffy. So if we just want to save ourselves some, we just lower the bags down. We're taking 20 metres of 7mm non-static. This is synthetic rope. It's just bloody good climbing rope, guys. I know you can cheap out and go the stuff from Bunnings, but potentially this is going to be a lifeline if needed to anchor ourselves or our bags. Kill kit's just got a whole heap of Maroka 30. I love their bags. He's done a great job at tethering them really great stitching. I've got a few of those in there. Also got a plastic bag, which I also use that as a marking bag too, need be, if I want to find where my backpack is, if I've got to dump it somewhere for no bloody reason. I wouldn't recommend that whatsoever. But this is also a flag, high vis orange. Helicopter's going to see that, weather permitted. So that's pretty much it. Now I'll get into the actual. This is one of your Pelican cases. It's a 1200 case. All right, you see I've got locks on it. One lock there. All right, so like I said, Air New Zealand want you to have a separate case for your ammo and your bolt. That can be stored together, but you cannot store it with your rifle hard case. So in here, I've got the 30 rounds of ammo, right? So it can be original packaging is fine because it's individualized. I've also put some ID inside the case just in case this is opened and they want to guess whose it is. Even though also my name and phone number are on the outside. Do not put your address on any of your equipment on the outside. Also have my name on the outside of this bag as well. Like I said, do not put your address there. People will think that you left home and whatever. They know you got guns and stuff. So 2 magazines in a plastic bag. I've got a bipod in this one. No reason, just somewhere good to store it. I've also got my gun bolt, which I've marked on the outside, and it's a marsupial key, little case. I had it at home. Don't buy a marsupial case just for your bolt. Just put it in a Ziploc bag or something. It really doesn't matter. It's pretty resilient in here. Also, knives. I'm taking 2 knives on this trip. I'm taking the Agali, I think it's a Serac or something. Love this little knife, it's a great little blade. All that super steel jazz. And I'm also taking the R&M blades, the Helium, right, which is pretty much a backup scalpel. I always take 2 knives instead of one big one. I have noticed since I removed the rope on this thing, it slides out pretty easy. So just be careful of that. But usually that's a backup in another Ziploc bag that I use. I will stop the video there, and then I'll grab the rest of the stuff I'm taking. I'll pack this up. Alright guys, this is the gun case and that. As you can see, I've got 1, 2, 3 locks on this one. Pretty much everywhere there's a hole, I've put a padlock. This is the Pelican 1750. Also again, I've got my ID on the outside without my address, just the contact and an email need be on this one. The rain jacket I had was a Dew Point, the Sitka Dew Point rain jacket. I think I called it a core before. Anyway, we'll go over this. This is the other checked baggage. For this, I've also got ID again on the inside. This is a Gribble G1. I think it's 74. This is really long. I'm probably going to be walking with this a lot as my main walking axe needed for icy shit, basically. Also taking some walking poles. These are, oh geez, I can't remember, Masters. These are the Masters. Reason I like these is that they are telescopic, and they are also quick release all the way down. Obviously they go as far as I need them to go for myself. Excuse the dog snoring, guys. Wilson does not stop snoring when he is sleeping. Since he's put weight on, he's snoring a lot. So anyway, these are some I've adapted. Who makes these things? I believe they are Quick Sticks. Quick Sticks. They adapt your shooting. They adapt your walking sticks to be able to obviously lengthen that becomes a support for your gun or the rear of your gun. There's no weight penalty on that. This is the only other thing in the case. Here's a soft bag. So when I need it in the chopper, this is going to be basically the only bag I'll be running. Other than that, there's no reason to run a bag. Taking 2 tripods with me. I'm taking the Asiac Ridgeline. I love this one a lot for shooting. And then a bit more filming, and if I need to shoot off this too, I'll shoot off this too. This is the Asiac backcountry. Remove the center stem, and I've got the B20 Ridgewarden pan tilt head by the same people who make the fixer sticks, I believe. So, yep. So that's that set up there. And then I've also got the poles for my Hilleberg there and there, because they're not going to get damaged or, you know, whatever. They're going to be pretty straight in there. The rifle that we'll be taking, we're only taking one rifle, where me and my mate, we're sharing the tent. I am taking my 6.5 PRC, 22-inch barrel. This is going to be running the Precision Hunter in the Hornady. You know, this thing's pretty dialed in. It's got the Night Force NX8 second focal plane, and also folder, which I'll be pretty much on the backpack until I need to deploy it. This is coming in about 4.1 kilos. It's got a whole heap of titanium bits on it. The Salmon River, Picatinny, the bolt's got you know, fluted Sturk sweat bolt. Now, I really enjoy these things, man. They're pretty bomber system. The Element magnesium. This has got a KRG 2-stage trigger on it. This is a really top bit of gear. It's probably one of the best Tikkas I've ever finished building. I've built a lot of Tikkas, 7 PRCs, the 6.5 Creedmoors, 308s. Man, I've done a lot with Tikkas, and they just don't disappoint, and they're really light for the for what you're getting. Good tolerances. They're very hard system to beat. These are a great system. I'll pack that up. The bag I'm running is a FFH gun bag from the US, so USA made. I believe it's got some X-Pack in there. It floats, does a whole heap of shit, but it's got some really dense foam on it, really dense. It's a sick bag. This is my carry-on, and the boots I'll be running on the trip. I'm just going to start straight away with the containment. Basically, I'll be running the K4 5000. I did have the 3800 or 3600, the one lower than this, which my mate Joshy is now running that. I wanted to go a little bit bigger in the bag, just to help with bulk, to be honest, just bulk. Otherwise, the one size smaller, the 3800 or 3600, whatever number it is actually one of my favourite sizes. With this, this is going to be carry-on. So basically, everything I'll be doing and living out of when I'm not hunting is going to be in this bag. And obviously, I've just got some extra items in here that I'll be using when I am hunting, but I'm just storing it in the bag for peace of mind, basically. Another thing too, guys, every case you see has actually got an air tag in there, so I can know where the location of that is. For this, I'm going to be using the MSR Windburner 1 litre as my stove. It is slower a little bit, but it actually, the build quality on these are smash jet boils. So that's what I'll be running on that. As a fly, this Batwing Ultra Through Hiker tarp in a large. Be running that as a gear tent or a glassing quick shade, need be, on the side of the mountain. Got the Nalgene HPD something, the real lightweight one. Is this one? Still got water. I forgot there was bloody water in there. Anyway, I'm thirsty as. I am taking water bladders, but I'm not going to be using the filter. This is just to be storing water when I'm punching up the top of some mountains and need to carry some water up there. I know there's water, but these weigh nothing, and why not? Dunning paper, I use wet ones. These are already wet, and they're good for hygiene. They burn through these last for ages, a pack of them. Like, you're only using like one of them, 2 max, depending on what curries you've eaten the night before. Which I don't like curries anyway, so. Alright, so that's the bag unit. This is, I'm sure this is a question, I know I think about it probably too much. I've been running a lot of Sax underwear, and these are a full synthetic. Jocks, yeah, I wear jocks, I don't wear boxers or briefs, mostly. They're the Sax ones. I've been running them a lot lately. I do a lot of activity in them, and I like their gear. It's a really good fit for me. I do have some longer options, especially being merino. they hold, they don't hold smell, and they last a fair while. I'll only be taking 2 pairs of jocks when I'm in the mountain hunting, but I've got some clean stuff obviously when I get out. There's a couple, depending on the weather, yeah, because my legs burn up real quick when you're punching up. These are some, I've run these for a few years, really long Stone Glacier merino briefs. Sometimes I think this stuff's a bit of overkill, like they're long. You wouldn't need to run thermals that. Like you wear that with long socks, and then you're gonna wear thermals on top. That's you're gonna be pretty bloody hot. You know, they may change those. There's some. These ones are from Earthsea Sky, New Zealand company, been around for like 40 years, making stuff for mountaineering, Antarctica explorers. A lot of the gear I use because it's bomber stuff, and it lasts a long time, good quality. And a lot of their fabrics are coming out of the USA, Japan, and really diversifying their own products and becoming a real quality item. Socks, I've got some Darn Tough. These are the T 3001s. These aren't a full length. These are like a mid length everyday sock. I did run these last week, literally 2 pairs over the course of a week, and yeah, had no issues at all in a synthetic shoe. I will bulk those up. I will run a liner, need be, with them if I find I'm getting cold. So I'll wear 2, so it's the same thing, it's like layering, it's just a layering system. Instead of going something real heavy, I just go 2 pairs of socks and a liner. That'll be primarily what I'll be taking over there. I also have a mid-weight sock from Earthsea Sky. That's a merino as well, so that's be mid. If I feel like I need to step up the warmth, but that's gonna be trial and error. I don't like just taking like 1 pair of socks and seeing what works. Feet are a huge thing for me. These are the heaviest socks. These are from Kinetrex, from Pat at Border Creek Archery. He brings in the Kinetrex, and I did wear these once or twice. I haven't done much with these socks. A bit longer than what I really desire. They're a good sock. You know, they look well built in that, but they're very, very high for what I'm like that I think. And I don't know if the temperatures are going to be that low to justify so much thickness and heaviness in the foot. These are the boots I'll be running. I ran Kinetrex last big hunt I did 55 Ks on the feet. I ran the hike, the Kinetrex, the La Sportiva hiker mids. They are a real freaking cool bit of gear. Really good kept secret, those hikes. La Sportiva has been around for a long time. I've noticed a lot of guys in the US coming over to New Zealand, and they've been running the some sort of interracial La Sportiva. These are ones, I mean, these are brand new. They've only been out a couple, 3 months. Leather, light. These weigh 530 grams each, so they're light. Great toe protection at the front there too. The ram comes right along. Not stiff, not a stiff boot. Heaps of grip. Vibram, Gore-Tex. So that'll be the boot I'll be running for the whole duration of the trip. I'm not going to be taking. I'll be taking some Crocs, just to substitute when I'm not wearing these. I've got to run outside of the cabin or out of the tent or wherever I am. Just taking some Crocs over there. The hiking ones with the straps. Also taking the, these are the wrong size. I've actually got the large coming. These are the micro spikes by Katula. these medium on a same for hiking shoes plus boots. The medium is meant to be 8 to 11s, but for insulated, it's saying that it's a large. I found these were really tight putting them on. I don't have much experience with the micro spikes for those shoes, but I'm getting the large anyway, and whichever ones I'm going to go with, I'll just send the others back. Craig, I've been dealing with at Hyperlight Gear, Ultralight Gear, I believe in Alexandria, New South Wales. They're a really good bunch of guys. I've been trying some stuff on. If the wrong size, send it back, get a full refund. As a full static layer, my insulation layer for that's going to be the Earthsea Sky. I can't remember the name of this thing, but it's got full Primaloft. It's a water. It's a Turon or a Tehron entrant shell from Earthsea Sky with a hood. This thing's bomb. This is bomber proof. This is also got a DWR on the outside, which repels the water really nicely. So that's going to be my my main outer shell or static layer. Got a hat. Obviously on board, I'm always wearing a hat. This is a running hat. I've been really going to these stuff for a while now. Super lightweight. I can put it in my pocket. This one's from Florence Marine X. It's got the vented sides on it and some air mesh up the top. Still gives you UPF rating, but real comfy to wear and less bulk and dries super quick. This is my third pair of these pants. This Outdoor Vitals range over in the US, they did a alpine or a hunting line in conjunction with the guys from XO. I ran, as soon as their pants were released, I grabbed 2 pairs of them. And I've got nothing. My only perks with me is that the fabrics pull. They haven't got any tears in them. I've got 2 other pairs which I wear all the time, also for like every day for work as well. And the fabric just pulls, but other than that, super lightweight, dry really quick. I had to drop down in the size. I've lost a little bit of weight since all the training I've been doing. So I'm a 32 waist and 30 long. I'm about 178 centimeters tall. These got side zips on the side. Really minimalist pants, but you wear them all day. You sleep in them. They're super comfy. No belt needed, which is what I like. So I'll be taking a couple of pairs of pants going over there. I'll be only wearing one in the mountains though. The rest will be staying back at wherever the rest of my gear is, wherever the helicopter port is, or from there. Taking some insulated gloves. These are some stuff, outdoor research stuff. I grabbed these, I found them online. Just a synthetic mitten, bit of grip on them, but just a bit of extra static, super lightweight. And then outdoor research, windbreaker gloves with a bit of a leather palm on them. Still get some great dexterity on the trigger and that. So that's them. I'll run balaclavas. I look a bit like a criminal wearing it. This one is a New Zealand made, full synthetic. Slightly thicker than the last one I've sort of been wearing, but I'll run that. Balaclavas are freaking, dude. I rate them over beanies, to be honest. Beanies are good, but when you're bald, yeah. Another outdoor research, this is the beanie. This is sort of like just everyday wear beanie, so I don't look like a criminal walking streets and that. That's a synthetic, real lightweight. Nothing too special, it's a bloody beanie. It's the optics I've been taking, which I've seen, I know you guys have been following my Instagram page, but I've been recently doing a lot of Koa, Promenade, CR Kennedy's in Australia. Really impressed with this bit of gear, be running this. Also, my mate's going to be running the Leica 65 with the Noctavid binoculars. I'll be running the NL Pures 10 by 32s, just my usual trusty stuff. I'm actually getting rid of the bino harness. We're going back back to a bungee strap. Insulated Nev gear, do some insulated meals, keep everything insulated when I'm cooking them. Just got some Strive. I love these. These guys are from Tassie. Got some leftover meals here. I'm taking them over, save myself a bit of money from buying stuff over in New Zealand. Butter chicken, pasta bolognese. The only difference with these stuff is, guys, you do have to simmer it for a bit, so you use a bit more gas. So what I found is, if I just dump hot water in them, chuck them in an insulated bag, I don't need to simmer them for as long, and that's going to give me the taste requirements just to eat that food, which is actually quite nice. It's probably the better tasting stuff I've actually had. Head torch I'll be running is the Phoenix, HM50R V2. This is a great, I love this little thing, really powerful, bomb a little head torch. And again, scope cam adapter, which is going to go on the spotting scope or the binoculars. This is a multi-fit, so you turn it to whatever your objective is. Pots and pans, not really, but got the old Cedar Summit cup and bowl for the oats. Was going to leave this at home, but I've had this for years, and need be, I can cook on this. I don't think I'm going to have to. This may be staying home, I'm not sure, but I've cooked steaks on this over the years. It's just simple system, works well. But yeah, cook steaks on that. Heat some food up. You can heat anything up. You got a flame, you can heat anything on it. Cedar Summit long spoony. One big lighter you're permitted to take on the plane on your carry-on. This got to be on your carry-on. Everything I've shown you guys has to pretty much be on your carry-on as a requirement. Your battery banks, I'm taking two 10,000s. These I Velcro them together. They're pretty good. I've had these for years. I'll keep, every time a new one comes up in Jan, I'll just grab them because they work well and they're super lightweight. Got them in these stash pockets here. InReach Messenger Plus, take that. Some wisps for brushing the teeth and a floss. There's 3 there that last 2 weeks. Firelighter, ones I make at home. What else you got there? Some more firelights, batteries, spare batteries. I do have, this one, I forgot this pocket here. This is my Rangemaster CRF Max. This has been good, very good unit. This is my second one. I upgraded to the Max. This can input wind a lot. It's got all my ballistics on it, everything. I will have a backup dope sheet so I can get distance and then dial as well. But this is good, all the distance I'll be shooting. Look, max distance, that's for me to know. But if you see some shots later on there to distance, then means we've killed something. So, but yeah, Rangemaster CRF Max from Leica, top bit of gear. That is really good. Gets me all my parameters for me weather, inputs, throws it in. It's basically a Kestrel without the wind application, but you can put the wind in, just doesn't read it manually. And then general first aid, guys. I don't really change this. I've got quick gauze, snake bandage, which I'm not going to get a snake bandage, but it stays in there anyway. Quick clot, antiseptic cream, ibuprofen, Panadol, anything. Just need to get a bit of a band-aids, blister kits. That's pretty bomber in there. Some more little bit of rope there. That's need be from the side of a hill. Zip ties, extra leads, mattress kit. So if I get a hole in my mattress, I've got the kit there. Flint start, just if my lighter goes, I can start my jet boil, my MSR Windmaster with that flint there. that's all permitted to be on the plane, guys. I've done the regs, I've had a look. A few little tools for the scope, but very, very little, guys. I try to keep it, there's a little lot. There's a sharpener in here, diamond steel. I think that's from Kershaw. That's a little diamond, that's pretty bomber. Bit of kit. And then trying to reduce so I can take the bag on the plane. I'll be throwing the lid and that with gear in it inside the bag, and that's how pretty much all my optics and that and spare clothes and stuff. So I reckon I'll be pretty good. There's obviously a few little things missing, but I think you guys get the gist of it. It's been a real long video. When I get back, I'll end up doing another video of what I thought maybe I should have left home, basically. So yeah, if you guys want to reach out, ask me questions. Obviously, guys, I'm an expert to myself. I've just got opinions, and you know, if anyone's got some food for thought, I'll be interested to hear what you guys need to say. So, or ask them questions of some gear that you guys are taking, and yeah, love to hear about it. I forgot to mention, guys, as a backup for me data, for me when I'm shooting, I use Apply Ballistics app on the phone, and if I got double check my barometric pressure and my temperature and that, I use the Zealand Tahr as a backup, and that will give me pretty much, once I do the dope chart, that will pretty much give me the data I need to dial and send a shot down range. So that was just another thing that I forgot.